question starts with, where do we cut our fingernails? There are certain places where we cut our nails. For example, outdoors, in the bathroom, in the trash bin, on the table but with a wall on the bed but with some paper covered. The occasion where we cut our nails are actually quite limited. Imagine you're sitting on a nice fuzzy blanket. You wouldn't cut your nails just above the blanket. You either grab a trash bin or go to the bathroom. Because if you don't do so, the nail beds will go everywhere. And it is not easy to clean it on a fuzzy blanket. I found it quite interesting that the nail clipper we're using is quite space saving. So basically you can bring it to anywhere, but you can't really use it anywhere. In the beginning, I feel like maybe people already accept the fact that every time we cut our fingernails, the nail beds goes everywhere, and people just tend to ignore it or get used to it. But during my research, what really surprised me is that there isn't any solid design solving this issue. So now I see it as people ignore it or get used to it is because they don't really have a choice. But I would like to create more choices for people, so that's why I started my design journey. The first idea popped into my mind is fingernail collector. So every time you cut fingernails, the nail bits will be collected in a small container. It has to be very close to the blade, just right here, but the location of the lever leaves no room for a collector here. Then I have to redesign the lever so that it has enough space. Then I did some modeling and made some mock-ups to try the possibility. After I decided the shape and the structure, I started making it into a prototype. I actually don't have much experience about metals, so I kind of need someone to help me. Then I found a jewelry designer, Soumya, and an artist, Yuka, who's really good at structures and metals. It's quite challenging to make raw materials into a well-done product. It is not easy to bend metals into the exact shape I wanted. Looks fine. I would say the most exciting moment is when I put all those pieces together to test the function of the product. Because at that moment, the sense of accomplishment really paid off all those efforts. Next step is to make the collector. For the collector, I wanted to keep the consistency of synclism. In the meanwhile, let the small device stay at its position stably. I found out magnets could be the solution. The last step is to photograph. So now, if you're sitting on a nice blanket and you want to cut your nails, you can just grab a clipper and cut it right away with any position you like. Actually, with this clipper, you can cut your fingernails anywhere. Isn't that cool? So this is when it's not using. Wow.
Can we try it? Ooh, cool. It's slow. What about this one? Oh no, not this one.
How you feel?
Good.